Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kathie J Show. I am Kathie J. Thank you so much for joining us today. It means the world to me that you hang out with us every half hour because my staff and I do a lot of work, so thank you very much for hanging with us. So I have to give a quick shout out to my lovely friend Barb and her mom June. I hope you're feeling better, June, on this beautiful day. So everybody, speaking of a beautiful day, it's awesome because this show is one in the making, everybody. It's about getting healthy, okay? And I feel like I've been on a journey since I was 5 years old about getting healthy. I think my weight has been something I've been consumed with since I was a kid. Tab soda was sitting on my stairs while I was growing up. So this has been something that's been such a big journey for me. And so when I got a hold of the people at FitMD USA, they got a hold of me. I've done a lot of programs over the years, but FitMD USA is the one that really helped me. So today I am bringing in my coach, Danielle Montoya, yay! And Brittney Kemp, everybody, yay! Now Brittney has also had success on the FitMD program. You've lost over 50 pounds, yes! I'm around 40, and this is Danielle, everybody, and she's the reason, one of the main reasons why. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
She's teasing. Okay, so Danielle, tell everybody about the FitMD USA program.
So FitMD is a hormone replacement and medical weight loss center that focuses on getting you to live optimized as much as you can. So whether that's bringing you up through hormones that are low or bringing you down for weight loss that is high.
Right, and that's really what it was. I had no idea that my body was fighting against me until you did the blood work, right, and got the hormones in me. Yeah. And then I did feel like I had little soldiers in me, didn't you?
100%.
When you started taking whatever hormones she suggested?
Definitely.
Yeah. Tell us your experience with being a weight loss coach.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to work under some of the world's leading weight loss experts and
I just got
obesity
goosebumps.
Researchers.
Her resume is amazing. Go ahead.
So I've been trained by some of the best. I also spent 3 seasons on the TV show Extreme Weight Loss, helping the cast members lose weight and things like that. So that was super fun and life-changing for myself too, just learning everything from everybody. And
how long were those shoots? That you said that you had like 12-hour shoots those days?
Well, so we still ran our weight loss clinic during the day, so we would work all day and then we'd film all night.
Oh my gosh, it was exhausting.
It was exhausting, but best 3 years of my life.
Yeah,
it
totally
was so
cool
much fun.
Experience.
Yeah,
and then after Extreme Weight Loss, you went to where?
So I stayed at the university. We were there for a long time. We created our own program that was very similar to Extreme Weight Loss.
Yep.
And from there, I went into private practice, and then I was fortunate enough to be able to join FitMD and Dr. Ramos and train under him now.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that.
And I'm so grateful that you've been there because we've known a lot of people that have run in the same circles, but something about you, Danielle, is just magic. Don't you agree, Brittney?
100%.
Oh.
What do you think was the big change with this program for you? What was the difference?
Danielle is the biggest difference. It's because she's so able to keep you accountable, but then also support you in such a wonderful way. And she never makes you feel like it's your fault. She just guides you and helps you. And
right.
Danielle, I love you. Oh my gosh.
Right.
I love you too.
So when I say, Danielle, I ate an entire box of Swiss rolls, she starts with a smile, that one right there, and then she says, how did that make you feel?
What was your thought process?
That's right. And then I think, well, I just wanted them. They were calling to me. And then she says, well, what was it that you needed? They were calling for, right? And Brittney, we do have a photo of you. You're over 50 pounds. Look at that weight. Oh, I'm so proud of you. And we're going for more, right, Brittney?
Yes.
You and I are definitely going for more.
We're not done yet.
Everybody, when we come back, we're going to get into just the science of how our bodies work. We'll be right back. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. So today we're talking with Weight Loss Program Director for FitMD, Danielle Montoya, as well as Brittney Kemp, yay, a fellow weight loss patient on the program like myself. So yay, let's talk about our bodies and science and how they function, because that's one of the things I'm learning from you that is just instrumental in how I'm dropping the weight. So our bodies, there is a science to them, right? They
Sure,
need certain
sure.
things to work optimized.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, first thing we need to make sure, and why I think our program is so different than everybody else's, is that we make sure that your hormones are working for me.
Yes.
to help you,
Right.
right? And so if your hormones are fighting against me, I can't make magic happen.
Yes, you're right.
And so first we're going to do is make sure that everything inside is working correctly. Brittney definitely found some stuff when we did her lab work that was not working in her favor.
Yep.
And so once we figure that out, then we figure out what do we need to do to optimize you and then keep your body moving like this all day long.
Okay.
We don't want this.
No, we don't. And so
Right.
what keeps it moving like this?
So eating a certain way, which we'll talk about here shortly, but kind of not starving yourself. So if you're starving yourself, you're kind of working down here all day.
All day.
And then all of a sudden at the end of the day, you eat this giant meal.
Yes.
And then you go to bed and you're sick and you don't feel good and stuff like that. And during the day, if you're just kind of eating small meals every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day, your body's going to stay like that.
Yeah.
And instead of going, okay, my body's down here, I better start storing that fat.
That's what my
And I'm
body
going to start
did.
using all my muscle
Yes.
to work because I can't function, I can't think, I can't walk, I can't,
No.
do any of my stuff I need to do because my body is like having to use my muscle for energy.
Yes.
Instead of the fat, and we have fat to burn, so we want to use that fat.
Use that fat, and that's okay. Out of all of the weight I've lost, 98% of it was just straight fat. Like that's the beauty of your
Yeah,
program
yeah.
is you go in and
Yeah.
just attack the fat and get rid
Right,
of it, which
right.
is awesome. So I also, the hormones you gave me helped me sleep better, helped clear some fog in my brain.
Yep,
Like
yep.
I mean, it was amazing.
So many things can cause that, right? Obviously, our hormones are the first thing we're
Yeah.
going to think of. Brain
Right.
fog is a huge thing when you have a hormone deficiency. If we're not treating our body with what it's deficient, we can't move forward.
Exactly.
So if you don't get sleep, your body doesn't go into that rest, the kind of resting metabolic, right? Getting really burning all that fat at night. So it's so important for you to sleep. It's also really important to make sure that you are as optimized with those hormones.
Yes.
Right? So
Right.
if you're deficient in something, you're not going to be able to sleep. You're having insomnia, you're doing these types of things, and you're not going to be able to be successful with your weight loss.
And then you wake up even more angry that you're fat. Like,
Right.
because you're tired and now you're,
Right.
you're irritated. But I have to say, this is mind-boggling, everybody. This is what 5 pounds of fat looks like. 5 pounds, that's it. And this is what 5 pounds of muscle looks
Right.
like. So obviously you see which one is going to be more attractive
Right,
on your
right.
body. What blows my mind is if I've lost 40 pounds, then I've lost 8 of these.
Yes, you have.
And I don't know where it was. Like,
Right.
it was probably right there. Definitely a lot of it was right there. But it was what I say right here because it was visceral.
Right,
A lot of it
right.
was in around my heart,
Right.
around my organs.
Right.
That's not good.
Your visceral fat is your most dangerous fat.
Yeah.
So that's the fat that does live around your organs. A lot of times we say that as belly fat. And that's, a lot of times we'll have patients that have what's called fatty liver syndrome. And fatty liver syndrome will affect you long term.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is changing your diet, increasing your physical activity can reverse fatty liver syndrome.
I had fatty liver. Remember, Dr. Ron? I had a Laffy Taffy right
Yes.
there. Yes,
Yes,
but I don't
yes, you
have that
did.
anymore. You have lost 10 of these, Brittney.
Yeah.
Do you believe that when you think about it?
No, not
It's
at
crazy.
all.
It's crazy. When we come back, everybody, we're going to get more into the program and about our experience on the program with Danielle and Brittney. We'll be right back.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
Kathie J.
Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. Today I'm sharing with you my weight loss journey, and I never thought I'd be able to say those words, everybody. And I'm so blessed to have been a part of FitMD. They're the ones that are helping me do it. Joining me today is my weight loss coach who's changed my life, Danielle Montoya, yay! And Brittney, my fellow winner on the program, yay! So, Brittney, you've
Yes.
lost over 50 pounds.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell everybody, what do you think it was that clicked for you? What was it about this program?
Danielle was such a huge component of this program.
Yes.
Thanks.
But if you've struggled with your weight most of your life, like I have,
And I have.
you've really been kind of turned away by the medical community in a lot of ways. The amount of times I went in for a sore throat, and they're like, "Oh, it's because you're overweight," and
Right.
it's like, "What?" So it wasn't until FitMD and Danielle that they did my blood panel, and the doctors were like, "Your thyroid isn't working." And that's changed my life. Now I
Yeah.
am able to take a thyroid hormone, and I it has changed so much for me.
Yeah.
The other thing that Danielle has done so much is the mental health was a huge component for me,
Yes.
and my involvement with food and the way I use food to cope. And Danielle was so good at just breaking that down and really treating the root of the problem. So it wasn't so much about food, it was my relationship with food, and that's what we focused on. And Danielle has given me so many little like homework. I've written papers. I've done the strangest things, and every time I come out so much better. So when I talk about FitMD and I talk about Danielle, weight loss is actually one of the bottom of the list of the things I've gained from this program. I've gained myself in this program, honestly. Like I was the fat girl before, and now I'm Brittney, and I'm getting to be who I want to be. And it's not, I'm a paddle boarder and a rock climber.
Yeah.
I'm not just the fat girl who sits at home.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
She's really helped me find who I am, and it's just been the best program. But it's so freeing to go into like a medical type office and not feel like it's your fault.
Yes.
To feel like you actually, your genetics are going against you. So let's figure out how to get it to work together.
Right.
And it's amazing.
Brittney, you'd had your thyroid tested by the normal medical community
Yes,
up until
and-
this point.
Yep.
Yeah, and they always say, well, you're in that range.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And
But
Danielle,
I want you in this range.
that's the difference.
Exactly.
And so she gives you the stuff to get you in that range.
Right.
So Danielle, you are the best at getting in our heads. We call them Danielle-isms because she has so many of them that really make you think. And she's made me think so much that the excuses I came in with when I first started the program, I was rolling my eyes at them the other day. I was like, who was that girl? Why was she talking like that?
Right. Yep.
Now, Danielle tell us why you're the best coach. You just said it. You just said before we went to commercial break. Because the best coach.
I believe in you before you believe in yourself.
She did.
Yep.
She really did. She really did. She really did. But your Danielle-isms are amazing.
Oh,
and
thank you.
they've all come from practice. I mean, because she approaches her life totally through a book.
Yes.
Like she is a brain, she's a, you know, and I go about it, I just want to be free with it and have a lot of emotional excuses.
Right.
We are different in how you coach us.
Absolutely,
100%.
because everybody's different. I always say to people all the time, doctors tell you, or everybody tells you in this world, is eat more or eat less, move more.
Yes.
Right? Well, if it was that easy, don't you think we'd all do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And so we need to listen to each other. And I listen to you, and I listen to you.
Yes.
And your issues one week might be different than what your issues are.
The next week.
I have a curriculum that I try to follow, but it doesn't always work
It doesn't.
because I'm listening and I hear you need something. So you talk about some of the exercises. I've literally given Brittney some exercises where she looks at me like, what are you?
Are you crazy?
Why?
What's one of them?
I am very much an all or nothing thinker, so it's very much, I didn't eat well this week, I failed. And it was like the end of the world for me. And for Danielle, she's like, well, why don't you get down on the floor and get back up? And I went, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you say you don't have time to exercise, you don't feel like you can get back up. So when you feel like that, just get down on the floor and get back up 10 times. And I went, okay, you feel so silly doing it.
Right.
My dog is like, what is this crazy
Right.
lady doing?
Right.
But it
I was out of
works.
breath after 3 of them. I was like, why am I getting
Oh, did I
back
make
up?
you do that too?
Yes, you did. No, that was my initiation into just working out again. You were like, all I want you to do is just
Right.
get up and down.
Because
I got lightheaded.
everybody can lay on the ground and get back up.
Yes.
Or lay on your bed and get back up.
Yes.
But really, it's a modified burpee.
it is a modified
Yeah,
burpee,
so what
she
you're doing
tricked
though,
us. She's good at tricking us.
Yeah.
One of the other things that I love that you say, and it happens to me a lot because I end up cheating because I just have, I didn't get here by not cheating.
life happens.
Life happens. And so her best example of life happening is, so you're driving down the road and everything's fine and life happens. Take it from here.
You hit a speed bump in the road. You get a warning by going off the road and hitting those bumps, and that's
Right.
the part supposed to wake you up. But you don't, and you go off the guardrail, down the hill, through the ravine, flip over, catch on fire, and lay there and die.
Right.
Or we can hit the bump up, grab a hold of the wheel, get back on the road, and keep traveling.
That's all it takes, everybody. That's all it takes.
We don't want to be down in the fire.
You don't want to be down in the fire, because I've been down in the fire, and eventually you have to get back out of the ravine.
Yeah.
So you still have to make that climb up. So it's easier to just get back on the road before you go down
Right,
up the
and
hill.
it's just like climbing a mountain. When you trip and fall on a rock, do you put your feet up and roll to the bottom?
No.
No, you get sturdy, you stand back up, and you start walking back up the hill.
See, everybody, it's a metaphor, and it also applies to how you're living your life with your health.
100%.
Yes, absolutely. I always call it WWDD. Like, what would Danielle do? Like, I always have to think.
Definitely.
Danielle wouldn't be in this fast food drive-through line. That's what she would do.
There's a few like quotes in my mind. My favorite one is, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Yes.
Yeah.
I use
Which
that
is
a
one
lot.
of my favorite ones, especially because I hate cooking, and meal prep is a huge component of where I'm at in my program.
Yes.
And I'll just be like, oh, do I really need to meal prep? And then I'm like, I'm preparing to fail. And then I move forward, and it works every time. It's like that little loving voice in your head
And
that's like, don't do that, Brittney.
And I want y'all to know, you will get to meet Danielle when you become part of the weight loss program.
Yes.
Because Danielle is the coach, everybody, at FitMD. When we come back, we're going to talk about what Brittney was just touching on, the meal prep, the meal planning. Because that is a big component.
Right.
And what Danielle did was amazing for Brittney and I in our journey.
Yes.
We'll tell you about it when we come back.
Kathie J.
The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on.
Kathie J.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. So today we've been sharing all of our fun stories about how we are making our bodies feel better, as well as what you can do to live optimized in your own body. Brittney is here, yay! And my executive producer, Mary. We are all enjoying success on the FitMD program. Yay!
Yes, you are.
Good job, Mary. Yes. So, but one of the biggest things is having that accountability every week with our one-on-one sessions with you, Danielle. So
Thanks.
let's talk about the program. Explain how FitMD works.
So FitMD is great because we are a medical weight loss center. So we can do things more than the average trainer or the average dietitian or stuff like that. So we use medical intervention, right? So we talked about hormone replacement.
Yeah.
We use things like weight loss medications. We can use injectables, amino acids, stuff that
Yes.
can help you lose weight.
Peptides, those make me happy. Yes.
Excuse me. And then the nutrition part, there's a lot of ways you can lose weight.
Yes.
But what I want to do is I want to take the thinking out of it for you.
And that is what was instrumental with Brittney and I.
Yes.
Because
100%.
in the past, all of the programs I went on, it was like, now I had to learn to cook. And so
Right.
you just, this is a shakes
Now
and
I
bars.
want you to, I want to make sure you understand, you will learn to cook.
Right.
Right? Brittany's in that part of the program,
Yes.
whereas you're still in the meal
Yeah.
replacement program.
I'm still
so I
trying
use a
this.
meal replacement, and the reason, and for a short finite period of time, starting sometimes at 12 weeks, sometimes we'll go longer, but during the time we use those meal replacements, I can take the thinking out.
Yep.
And the reason why it's so important for me to kind of take your head off and put my head on
Yeah.
is because I want to work on your mindset. And so if we can create the routines, the rituals, the habits, all of those things while not worrying about what the food's going on,
Yep.
we can get the weight off. And during that time, we've created those routines. So,
Yeah.
how many times a day do you eat?
Yeah, five.
Five.
My
5
body,
to 6.
my body gets
Right.
hungry when it's time for me
Right.
to eat.
So I've trained your body
Yes,
to
you
do
have.
that now,
Yep.
so that when we do start to transition, where we're at with you,
Yes.
right, and we're
Yes.
transitioning, we take one meal at a time. Great, you're killing it with your dinner. Let's now add breakfast in.
Yep.
So take a
Yes.
meal away, add
Yes.
breakfast in. Now let's talk. And I will not let you out of the nest until you're ready to fly.
Exactly.
Definitely.
I love
Definitely.
it. She's so right. And now, can people do just the hormone program or the weight loss program? Do they have to do
Absolutely,
both?
because not everybody needs hormone replacement.
Right, that's
right. But that's what makes us so different than everybody else is that we can look at those hormones and determine, do you need that?
Yes, right.
And sometimes people come in and need the hormone replacement, but weight loss isn't their issue.
Exactly, right.
Right? Some of people are just, petering out in their workouts, not feeling good. Brain fog. We talked about brain fog.
Yes, right.
Any of those types of things work so good or are not working so good that we want to make sure we look at your hormones to see if that is. Then if weight loss is your goal, then you come see me.
And then we come see
Also.
her. And you have men, lots of men
Yes,
as well that
absolutely,
come in and take advantage
absolutely.
of this program.
Yeah.
Because everybody
My men
still,
kill it on the weight
Yeah,
loss
they
program.
sure do.
Ay, ay, ay.
That one guy lost like 30 pounds in a month. And I was like, what is happening?
Right. And that's the thing is you can't compare yourself to your husbands
You
or your
can't.
male friends or
Yeah.
something like that because they have more muscle. Men are meant to have more muscle. And so they're going to burn fat more.
Yes.
So-
and I try not to compare myself to anybody just for the simple fact this is my journey.
Yes.
And I'm trying to get there
Right.
with you, Danielle.
Right.
So and the
Stay in
body
your lane, stay in your
your
movie.
lane. And the
Yes.
body scan machines machines, everybody. So this is what happens when you show up at FitMD, and this is one of the first times I was on it.
Yeah.
Look at how much bigger I am.
Yeah.
You never see it till you see an older photo.
Yeah, that's
but,
crazy.
This is true.
The body scan machine tells Danielle how much water's in my body, my
Yeah.
muscle percentage,
Yeah.
my fat percentage.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm able to tell you that I've lost like 98% of what I've lost has been straight fat. And you've gained muscle.
Right.
Gain muscle,
Yeah. And the important part of that scan is also a mindset tool.
A mindset
Right?
tool.
So many people give so much power to the scale. The scale's a data point.
Yes,
Right? We can't
definitely.
move, we can't fluctuate, we can't change things if we don't have the data.
So pay
we look
attention
at the scale, we start that off, but that's this much of the visit.
So everybody to
Right?
connect with Danielle. Oh, I love her. And all of the ladies in the FitMD office, we love all of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Please go to fitmdusa.com or give them a call, everybody, 720-295-1229. Get on the journey like I am, like Brittney is. We never thought we'd be here and be
Yes.
seeing the success, but I gotta tell you, it feels great. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
FitMD, you guys.